Great.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Motivational Masters videos that we've been doing. We've been interviewing some Masters athletes, as you know, all CrossFit athletes so far, and John is yet another one. Welcome along, John.
Thank you.
And John, just tell everybody how old you are presently.
75.
75, and we're unfortunately today we haven't had a chance to change after workout. It looked like we've been doing a Metcon, but we've only been doing deadlifts, and it's so hot and humid we're pouring sweat, eh?
It is.
So tell us a bit about your CrossFit and your journey, John.
I started when I was 65 because I had a heart attack, then I had a stroke, then I got cancer. And when I survived those, I thought I better try and get fit. So I started CrossFit, and my daughter told me I was mad. She said it would kill me, but I can do more now than when I played footy at a high level at 20. I can
Amazing.
do more now.
Yeah, and you've just won your age group at a Masters competition?
I don't know about one. I got through the workouts. No one else was going. You can only beat what's there, but I competed in a couple of the lower age groups that I was bundled into, and I came third in both of them, so I was happy.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So what do you find so good about the CrossFit that you're persisted doing it for 10 years now?
It's just when you're laid up in hospital and your wife comes every morning and lunchtime and after work, it gives you a bit of time to think. And I was never unfit, but I was never fit. From 20 on, once you stop your sporting days, you tend to not do, well, back then you didn't do much. And I thought, well, I've got to give it every chance to stay fit and healthy so she doesn't have to go through that again. And if I hadn't I crashed a bike one day just wearing a singlet, no helmet or anything, wound up to hospital, concussion, woke up next morning, couldn't move the left side of my body, so I had to go along to the hospital, get x-rayed, CAT scan, and I'd had a mild stroke, and I survived that. I had cancer. I went through 6 months of chemo. Touch wood, I'm now, nearly 10 years over that too. So
Fantastic.
it's, you just try and keep, when you've been through that, you don't want to do it again.
Yeah, and that's your motivation.
Yeah,
to keep doing all these things.
And because my daughter told me that CrossFit would kill me, that she thinks she's better than me, so you got to keep doing things. And I don't go out to beat myself up every workout, but if there is other people doing it, you do try. You try and pace with it.
Yeah.
You don't sit back. If you're going to do it properly.
Yeah.
Give
Do
it
you like the competitive side of that? Sort of competing against other people, going to the...
I do, because if I go out in the kayak, I can paddle 30k, I can go up to Kew and back. I don't push myself, I just get a pace and I hold it for 3 or 4 hours. I once rode a marathon on the Rower to raise money for the homeless here. And if I hadn't have had someone on the Rower next to me, it would have killed me. 4 hours and 4 minutes, and I wouldn't have got that, except again, my daughter was right there. She ran a marathon in 4 hours and 4 minutes, and she kept screaming at me when I was coming up to the 40k, you won't beat my time.
So there's a lot of dad-daughter competition.
Yeah, well, she likes her fitness, she likes her health, and hopefully we can pass it on to her kids and my grandkids, because I see so many people who retire at 60, 65, who do nothing, and it's frustrating to... I've had maybe 6 or 8 friends through the years, who died, simply because one guy had a stroke, he was told what to do, so the day he got out of hospital, he went to the pub, he got pissed, he bought smokes, and was dead 2 weeks later. It's stupidity if we don't learn from warnings we're given, whether it's, a mild stroke or a mild heart attack or whatever. Some of them are mild, and if you don't take notice of that and fix it, you're going to have another one, or another one, and the next one could kill you.
Yeah, and you saw it as an opportunity to turn things around when
Yeah.
you had those things.
Plus, when I played football, I mean, if you play a sport, if you keep score, you want to win.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not scoring, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
if you keep score, you've got to give it your best and try and win. And it's no different with CrossFit or, I mean, some of the girls you see these days are so good and so strong and so fit. When they can do 15 toes to bar, you figure, okay, I've got to be able to do at least 16. Some of them will kill you, try to keep up with it.
Yeah.
But it's just so good to see. And you can do nothing and you just don't enjoy life as much, I don't think. You've got to give it your
There's
shot.
always a challenge with CrossFit with so many different movements, isn't there? And there's a strength component and the gymnastics like you...
Things
you
like
mentioned
wall walks, burpees, you hate them, but you just do your bare minimum. But the movements you like, you push yourself super hard.
Yeah.
You can't be great at all of them.
Yeah, sure.
So you've got to just sort of pick your ones that you really do want to excel at, and the rest just make sure you're above average with it.
Yeah. What are your favourite movements then?
I like toes to bar, I like push up. I prefer body movement to heavy weights.
Okay.
I don't mind mucking around, but I see no point in this, when you're my age. If I used to clean and jerk 80 kilos. If I blow a shoulder out now, I mean, I dislocated a shoulder playing football, and when I go to do it, I can do muscle ups, but often I'll go to do one and my mind just shuts off, because if I pull that, I can still remember the pain. My uncle was a doctor, he was at the footy field, he came on and put my arm back in the socket just while sitting on the field. He said, hold on tight, and I'll never forget it, and my mind shuts down if I pull it out again. I know
Feel that happening.
And yet my shoulders are stronger than they've ever been, but it's still in the back of your mind.
Sure, yeah.
Don't blow your shoulder out, because it'll take me a lot longer to fix it now than when I was 20.
And I guess, as you say, you've got to balance the benefits of those. You're saying going heavy, but what's the benefit if I injure myself? So I can still lift to sort of improve. And
50 kilos, push press 10 times is just as good as doing one at 70. If you keep doing it.
Yeah.
Do multiples instead of trying to be one rep heavy.
Yeah.
And it's just the way I look at it now, because I've had a couple of minor injuries, touch wood. I've been struggling for over a year with a torn up meniscus, but it's not worth an operation and going through 8 to 10 months of rehab at my age. If I was 30, I'd do it. So I have to manage that now.
Yeah.
And what I can and can't do. I can't run unless I have to. Well, I don't want to unless I have to.
Right.
But if I put 2 knee sleeves on, I can still run.
Yeah. So what have you been doing, say, for your aerobic conditioning? You mentioned you do a bit of kayaking.
I do kayaking, I swim. I go down the river pool, I'll swim for an hour in there. I mean, it's just pleasant. It's like any exercise. If you can get your breathing under control and you're in control of it and you're managing it, you can, it's amazing how far you can go, how far you can swim, how far you can run, how far you can kayak, whatever. If you don't get your breathing right in that first couple of minutes, you're going to struggle with any workout. So you've got to concentrate on calmness and then let loose at the end of it.
Yeah. Do you think, how do you think the CrossFit helps with your swimming and your kayaking? Is there a reasonable amount of crossover there?
Yes, you can go further. I mean, since I've been kayaking, I find swimming so much easier.
Sure, yeah.
If there's a good surf and I'm out body surfing, I like to stay there for 3 or 4 hours. You have to surf's good.
Yeah.
You can't do that if you can only swim 20 metres.
Yeah.
If you can swim a K, you can stay up there all day if the surf's good enough. Same as if you're just surfing.
Yeah.
If you get knocked up in the first 15 minutes, you don't enjoy the day as much as being out there with a good surf all day.
Sure. Yeah.
Everyone's different though. They all have their own little things that they're good at, the things they like and what they want to do.
Yeah.
If someone is quite, I mean, I can spend a week watching TV and reading books, and I feel guilty, and eventually it drives you out to do stuff.
Yeah.
Some people can do that forever, I can't.
Yeah.
But every now and then to lay around for a whole day is terrific.
Yeah, just to have a bit of recovery.
Yeah.
Do you, so what do you, how often do you train and how often do you rest? What, like on a normal sort of couple of weeks, what would you do?
Normally I try to go and do a workout. So I've just done this workout and I'm stupid because I'm going to go and do another workout at 5 o'clock this afternoon and another one at 6 o'clock.
Oh.
And I will go for a swim at some stage today, but I've just had 5 days up in Queensland and did nothing.
Yeah, right.
You know, so it doesn't mean you've got to make it up, but my mind works right. You've laid around for 5 days, do something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the workout tonight at the other place will be like a circuit thing, and I enjoy body weight movement, so I'll do that. And then we have a barbell class where we just practice, good technique. So
Yeah.
I'll do that as well, because
Yeah.
if your technique goes, it doesn't matter if you're doing a deadlift or a pull-up. If you haven't got the right technique, it's not only harder, that's how you do get hurt.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah,
So
yeah.
any time you can go, I mean, instead of sitting home, do something. Street workout today is a bit silly. I don't do that often.
Yeah.
But the 3 workout, I mean, this morning's I enjoyed because I haven't done deadlift for a long time. The circuit stuff tonight and then the barbell, I'll enjoy that.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'll probably only do a Metcon. So I'll do something that gets your heart rate up, but not sort of weight.
Yeah. So when you're not on a break, a holiday, would you work out every day? Do a formal workout every day? Every week?
I would go and swim every day.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Or kayak. I wouldn't go hunting down a gym to go and lift weights.
Yeah.
I'd go and hunt down a gym to do a Metcon, but I wouldn't go looking to do weights. That's the difference. With when I'm away, I like doing cardio stuff, not heavy stuff.
Yeah. And then back here, when you're sort of at home, do you, like I know you said you're doing 3 workouts today, but on a normal week, would you do a workout every day or a workout?
I try and do a workout
second
every day, and I try to get out my kayak at least 4 times a week. If I'm not kayak, go and swim. It's a different thing, and it just keeps your shoulders loose, and it's whether you're swimming or running or doing weights. I mean, the big thing, as I said before, is your breathing, and I find swimming is terrific for regulating your breathing. We've got a chap, George, who comes here. He runs the mountain every Sunday. That's part of his thing. When I first started coming over here a couple of years back, I used to run the mountain, and I got my time way down. Now I could get up there, but I'd never get back with my knee.
Yeah.
So I make up for it in other ways. Instead of running to do cardio, I'll get on the rower, I'll get on the bike, I'll even get on a skier, to keep that going. And it's the same as running. Again, your breathing has to be correct.
Correct, too, yeah. So what about looking forward to next year? We're nearly at the end of the year somehow. What are your goals for next year, CrossFit-wise?
I wasn't going to redo the Masters, but after looking at the site where it is next year, it looks terrific. And I'll go and do it. And hopefully there'll be a bunch of others who will turn up to do it. It's more fun, doing it against others, whether you win or lose. I mean, all I had in my mind was to get through it uninjured. Now, I didn't do the last workout simply because the very first workout was a 2K run, and it really buggered my knee up. But I managed to get through the next 4 workouts without that. But I knew, I can't even remember what the workout was, but I knew if I did it, I was risking more damage. So I thought, bugger it, I'll just fly the fence and do it.
Oh yeah, it was enough. It was a big weekend.
It was.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So you got that in mind. So just, it's awesome stuff and really inspirational for people to hear from you. What just to wrap up, what tips would you have, say, for someone who's an older person who hasn't done any exercise for a while but's thinking of maybe, I might give CrossFit a go or something like that? What kind of advice would you have for them?
Do it. Don't Doesn't matter if you can't get on the floor and get back up, if you need someone to help you out of a chair, whatever. It doesn't matter what stage you're at. A lady in Armidale whose dog I used to take out, she used to walk around her garden with a walker. She was scared of falling. I did some work with her with a milk bottle filled with water, moving it from side to side when she was watching TV, just basic stuff, at the table, do push-ups on the thing. Wall push-ups, which sounds pathetic, and they are, but and after about 5 months, she didn't throw the walker away, but she put it to the side. She'd go in the garden pot because she knew she could get down on the ground and back up. So she slipped over gardening, she could get back to her feet.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what you can and can't do. You can always do more if you have people guiding you to do it without trying to bust yourself every day. Just learn a little bit, get a little bit more movement.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks very much, John, and great talking to you, and thanks everybody. Cool. Good.